we need to find out the value of the given trigonometric expression. Let us begin. First, what we'll do, we'll combine some terms. So we are going to combine cosine of 24 degrees with cosine of 204 degrees. This will become evident in a moment. In the next step, then we're going to take the second term, cosine of 55 degrees, and we're going to combine with the third term, which is cosine of 125 degrees. Then we have cosine of 300 degrees. Now what we'll do, we'll try to express the second term and the fourth term in terms of the allied angles, meaning we'll keep cosine 24 degrees as it is. Now we can express cosine 204 degrees as 180 degrees plus 24 degrees. Plus we'll keep the third term as it is. We have cosine of 55 degrees, and we're going to rewrite the fourth term. So we can rewrite 125 degrees as 180 degrees minus 55 degrees. And we have cosine of 300 degrees, which can be expressed as 360 degrees minus 60 degrees. Fine. Now we have cosine of 24 degrees. Then we have cosine of, so 180 will be 2 times 90 degrees plus 24 degrees. Plus cosine of 55 degrees. Then we have cosine of 180 minus 55, so that's 2 times 90 degrees minus 55. Plus cosine of 360 will be 4 times 90 degrees minus 60 degrees. Fine. That gives us cosine of 24 degrees. Now coming to cosine of 2 times 90 degrees, so here we have an even multiple of 90 degrees. Whenever we have an even multiple, then cosine will remain as a cosine, but the new angle will be simply 24 degrees. We'll also have to consider the sine. So for that, we are going to use a coordinate system, the quadrant system. We have a first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and the fourth quadrant. Then we have A, S, T, C. The A means all trig functions are positive in the first quadrant. And S stands for sine and cosecant. T stands for tangent and cotangent. And in the fourth quadrant, we have cosine and secant. So only these trigonometric functions are going to be positive in their respective quadrant. Everything else is going to be negative. Now let's see in which quadrant the angle 204 lies. We have written 204 degrees as 2 times 90 plus 24. So 2 times 90 means we are in the second quadrant. Now we are also adding 24 degrees to it, which takes us to the third quadrant. Now in the third quadrant, only the cotangent and tangent are positive. Everything else is negative. So that means cosine of 204 degrees is also equivalent to negative cosine 24 degrees. They are going to give us exactly the same value. But the only advantage is that now we can combine it with the first term, which will give us a value 0. Next, we have the third term, cosine of 55 degrees. And then we have cosine of 2 times 90 degrees. So that's in the second quadrant. 2 means we have an even multiple of 90 degrees. So cosine will remain as cosine and the angle will be 55 degrees. Now coming to the quadrant. So with 2 times 90, we are in the second quadrant. But this time we are subtracting 55 degrees from it. 55 being an angle which is less than 90 degrees, we are still going to be in the second quadrant. So that means we have cosine of 55 degrees, but in the second quadrant only the sine is positive. So that means we are going to get negative cosine 55 degrees. And coming to the last one, so we have cosine of 4 times 90 degrees. 4 is an even multiple, so we're going to get cosine and 60 degrees. 4 times 90 means we are in the fourth quadrant, and we're subtracting 60 degrees from it. We're still going to be lying in the fourth quadrant because 60 degrees is less than 90 degrees. Now in the final fourth quadrant, cosine is positive, so our result is going to be positive cosine 60 degrees. So we can cancel out the first term and the second term, and the third and the fourth term will get cancelled out. We're left with cosine 60 degrees, which has a standard value of 1 over 2. So that means the value of the given trigonometric expression, that is equals to 1 over